So we got a couple things. All right, so hold on. Today is Max Sports, right? So this is something new. We trying new things. We trying little categories to do every day. To make to switch it up. So that way we not just doing the same. You know what I'm saying? Um, so today is Max Sports. So I'm inviting a couple people. My guy Zip with the Drip. So let me give you a little backstory on Zip with the Drip, right? When I was in, first of all, before I even met him, I heard about him because when I was in, you got to understand, right? When I was in prison from like 19 to 31, 32, some shit like that, 31, right? That was all of my like energetic years. From 19 to that's all the years where you get all the pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's all the years when you get in all the trouble, all the whatever. Those are the prime years. I was in prison. So me at that time, I was on my rap hard body. So if anybody thought I was nice when I came home from jail, man, when I was in prison, I was on my and I ain't gonna lie, when I was saying this on my live yesterday, but when I was in jail, anybody that was in jail with me, I don't know if anybody in here was in jail with me, Rikers Island, fucking Clinton, Sing Sing, Comstock, fucking where else? Fucking Sing Auburn, all those spots. Whenever I went into a spot, people talked about me immediately. People was talking about me. And that's, if I'm lying, I'm flying. As soon as I walk into a jail, people are talking about me. People are talking about me in the yard, on the tiers, everywhere. And they was saying, yo, the Chinese rapper, the rapper dude, because I was battling in jail. I battle, when I step in the yard, the first thing I do is I'll fuck around and get in a battle right as soon as I get into a yard. So that's what I was known for. And I shut the yard down. Like I'll shut yards down. Like everything would stop. People would stop playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? The chumps would stop. The motherfucking, everybody a fuck. I don't know if I was supposed to say that word, but mute that, please. But yeah, the rainbow people will stop doing their rainbow activities. You know what I mean? The handball court will stop. Everybody will stop and get around this shit. So I swear to God, like a fucking Eminem movie, bro. The whole yard would stop and watch me battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I swear. If anybody was in prison with me, please, in the chat, confirm what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's what I was known for. So I say all that to say, I was hearing my guy Zip with the Drip's name before I even met him because people was talking about him in the battle. He used to rap. He used to rap in jail. They knew him as a rapper. And he's from Queens. So when I was in Auburn, I was in the big yard. I was in the B yard. I was in the B yard. You know what I'm saying? Not the A yard, but he was in the B yard. My guy TKO, rest in peace. Anybody that remembers TKO, he was in a couple of my videos. The shit with Dave East, he was in that video. You know what I'm saying? But he pull up on me and he like, yo, bro, he introduced me to Zip with the Drip. So ever since then, me and Zip's been locked in. And when he came home, he was trying to pursue the rap shit. You know what I mean? But then he started doing the content shit, like making videos on YouTube or whatever. I mean, making videos on Instagram, and his shit was going off. Zip, when we was in jail, he would be a gate monster. You know what a gate monster is? A gate monster is somebody that just be on gate all day talking about whatever. When you trying to sleep, you got to get up early in the morning to go do programs and shit. This motherfucker will be on the gate just talking all fucking night to the point where you just want to say, yo, shut the fuck up. But he just be talking all day, arguing at night, all the way until the wee hours of fucking night, fucking just arguing about topics and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that should be entertaining. Cause you got other people, they talking about who the best rapper, this, that, and they just be talking on the gate. You know what I mean? Cause there ain't nothing else to do. You locked in your fucking cell in the maximum prison facility. Like you ain't got nothing else to do, so you just gonna be on the gate talking. In Auburn, wasn't a fucking TV jail. So motherfuckers just be on the gate talking and we just be sitting there listening. You know what I'm saying? And my guy Zip was always like on the gate, but he was always like entertaining on the gate. You feel me? And when he came out here, he was doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I just knew immediately that shit was gonna pop. You know what I mean? So ever since then, bro, he's been doing this thing. Like fucking 50 Cent posted him. Cameron talks about him. You know what I mean? On Cameron and Mace on the sports show, they talk about him. Like people, his name holds weight in the internet, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? His name holds weight. So my boy gonna be joining us today. We gonna be talking sports. Now, I'm not a sport like fucking buff. I don't know like a lot, but I could chime in on certain shit. But I do follow certain shit, and some shit does motherfucking interest me. So we're gonna have a good conversation today. My guy Sama gonna be pulling up. He gonna be bringing some people. So we just gonna have some sports talk. You know what I mean? Let's get to that. Oh, and if you ever heard anybody say, let's get to that, I know, you know, T-Rail and a whole bunch of other people be saying, let's get to that. They got that from Zip. Nobody, I mean, I'm not saying he invented those words, but I'm saying that nobody was putting those words together before Zip did. And everybody started saying it, you know what I'm saying? And that's my guy Zip with the drips work. You know what I mean? Prison, so you... What was the best way to pass time in prison so you wasn't bored? For me, the best way to pass time, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I took every program there was. I was hustling in the yard. Like when I was in prison, I was a hustler, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't in there, you know, I ain't joined no gangs. I wasn't really, you know, I was doing my thing. I was getting to the money. You know what I'm saying? I was hustling. Bro, I used to say, anybody that was in prison with me knows this. You know what I mean? I was hustling everything in that bitch. Like, I was hustling cakes. I had the fucking little fucking, what's those shits? The little intimate cakes, not the intimates, but the little ones. I forgot the name of them shits. But they the dollar cake, like these shits, pound cakes and shit like that, right? Bro, when I tell you, bro, I had Sing Sing on smash. And Sing Sing is a maximum prison. Al Capone was in that jail. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, I don't know, a bunch of people was in that jail. Maximum prison. You know what I mean? I had that shit on tilt. Like, bro, I was selling these fucking cakes. Bro, I had so many packs of cigarettes. You know, cigarettes is like money. Cigarettes is money in there. Bro, I come in my cell and 100 packs would be on my fucking bed. I had so much fucking every day. I was just I had so many packs of cigarettes. I used to go on my conjugal visit and bring like fucking 200 packs of cigarettes and give it to my people. Like, yo, take that back and try to sell it. I had so many cigarettes, bro. I was selling cakes. I was selling, what else was I selling? I was selling food. Like whoever's a chef, I pay to buy all the food and have them in their cells cooking. And I press up a menu and I'm in the yard like this. What's up? Put your orders in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I have free reign to walk around the whole jail. I mean, the whole block when I was there, A block and shit. You feel me? So like I would take orders and shit. And listen, today is Jack Mac with wild rice, seafood rice, and beans and a fucking cornbread. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. And I put in the order. People will be ordering, bro. I had like 50 orders. You know what I mean? 50, yo. And I'm coming like this, boom, yo, dropping off orders and shit. That was my how I passed my time. I was hustling.